Alright traders, so I'm on this trade. Alright traders, so I am on this gold trade right now. Okay, so and you can see where my entry is currently. Alright, so and I just think that I should explain my trade idea to you. Okay, so the reason why I'm taking this trade, alright, because I always want to ensure that when I'm placing my trade, I want to explain my trade idea to you so that you can have the idea of my trading system. So and really this is a new week, and I just have that belief. I mean, I have that strong belief in me that this week is going to be a profitable week. In fact, this week I have that belief that I'm not going to make any loss. I have that belief. So let us look at, I mean, let me explain this trade idea to you, and I would love that I explained from when markets opened yesterday. All right, because today is Monday, and markets opened yesterday evening. So right now let me take you back to 1 hour. Okay, so the reason why I take this trade, is that if you look at 1 hour, or probably let me go down to 4 hour. Okay, so you can see currently that price is heavily in a downtrend, right? Price has been creating lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, and this point right now that price is reacting to, I just believe that okay, price will potentially reverse from this current level right there. So currently, since we know that during 4 hours price is in a downtrend, so what I did is that okay, I want to go and check 1 hour, and I see that at 1 hour time frame there is a valid supply zone, 1 hour supply zone around there. Okay, so and hold on. So since we have a valid 1 hour supply zone at this zone, all right, so I went down to my 15 minutes. So hello traders out there. So this is Monday and the market opened yesterday. So right now I am currently on gold trade, and as you can see on my screen that this is where I enter this trade. So I'm expecting price to sell to the downside, but before that I always want to ensure that I explain my trade idea to you so that you can understand my trading system. So quickly, without taking much of our time, okay, so if I went down to 4 hour, so this is how I do my top down analysis. So currently at 4 hours, you can see that price is in a strong selling momentum, creating lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. So I expect price to keep selling to the downside at this zone. All right, so since I say that okay, this is since I know that okay, this is 1 hour, right? Since I know that this is 4 hour time frame, and we have a valid break of structure of 4 hour break of structure right there. Okay, and you can see that currently price has already moved all the way up to this 4 hour supply zone, right? So from there I went down to my 15 minutes. Okay, I went down to my 15 minutes, and so when I went down to my 15 minutes, and even this was yesterday trade. I mean, I analyzed this trade yesterday evening when the market opened. So and based on my trade idea, I just want to see that okay, at 15 minutes time frame right now, price is actually moving to the upside, creating higher highs and higher low, right? So this is where I expect price to have continued the buying momentum. But right now price has already created a market shift at this zone, because since this is 15 minutes, I see that I have I have higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low here. Then I have a new higher high. Then what the price did then? Price simply reverse all the way below this last low, creating this market shift you are seeing here. So since we have a market shift, so I actually waited till today's New York session before I actually enter this trade. Okay, so when I say that, okay, this is New York session, so I've been studying this movement since morning actually, and that is for the past, let me just say, all the way from yesterday up till when I enter this trade. So I have waited for price to actually to adjust to my trading plan for the past 14 hours 45 minutes. All right, so I've been studying this for the past 14 hours. So, and let me explain the confluences that I see before I actually enter this trade. Okay, so I observe that, okay, when I see that price has already made a market shift around here, so price simply came all the way down here. Okay, price reversed up a little bit, and this is where actually price break this low again. Okay, so it simply means that we have another 15 minutes break of structure right here, right? So, and what I was actually expecting yesterday is that, okay, since price has make a market shift here, I'm expecting price to come all the way up here to this 15-minute supply zone. But based on the data that I'm seeing right now, I don't think that price will actually find its way all the way back here before it continue to push to the downside, because this is 15 minutes time frame, right? So I see that, okay, price has already broke this level, creating a market shift. So since we have this market shift, price move all the way up a little bit and break this low, creating this break of structure you are seeing right here. All right, so since we have this break of structure, then I actually went down to my 5 minutes. But before then, I simply mark out my 15-minute supply zone here. As you can see on the screen here, I mark out my 15 minutes zone, okay, because this is a valid break of structure right there. So I mark out my 15 minutes supply zone. After I did that, I went down to my 5 minutes. Okay, so when I went down to my 5 minutes, so this is what I actually observed. Okay, so I see that price was actually consolidating around this zone, more like consolidation, although we have a break of structure right there. Okay, we have a break of structure right there, and this is something that actually confirmed this sell that I'm trading right now. So when I see that, okay, price was actually moving all the way up, creating a minimum higher highs and higher low. Okay, creating another higher high, creating another higher low, then comes all the way up here. Then this is the point at which price was actually consolidating. So, and this was about, what time was it right there? This was about 1:15 p.m. this afternoon. So then I observed that, okay, after price has been consolidating around this zone, price break this low. So when price break this low, I know that this minimum reversal to the upside is done. Okay, that is when I know that, okay, this reversal to the upward is done, because since price broke this low, it means that price has already complete this movement to the upside, and price has already shifted to the downside. Now this is what gives me the confirmation that, okay, since my confluences at 4 hour and 1 hour is downtrend, then when I see price break this low again, I knew that, okay, this is a confirmation that price is going to sell. Okay, so after that, I waited for another hours. So I see that price came all the way down here. Then at this zone, I see that price was not really moving well like that. And what I was actually expecting is that, what I did initially is that I mark out my 5 minutes supply zone. As you can see that I've already tagged it right there. So this is my 5 minutes supply zone. So what I expect price to do is that after price break this low, I expect price to come and tap into this 5 minutes supply zone and probably sweep this liquidity, okay, probably sweep this liquidity. But currently, so what I observed is that price was moving all the way up here. It didn't get up to this point, then price simply reversed all the way down here. Now the reason why I enter at this zone is that, okay, because around there, this is about, this is 16, right? That is 20 minutes after 4, okay, 20 minutes after 4. So I see that price has already reversed all the way up here. All right, so after that, I observe that there is a fair value gap of this imbalance candle. I mean this very fat candle right there. So when I see that there is an imbalance, okay, so I adjusted my 5-minute supply zone a little bit like this. Then I observe that, okay, price has already tapped into that fair value gap, right? So then after that, before I enter this trade, I observe that there is a selling momentum to the downside. Okay, how do I know that? So when I see this 3 red candle right there, that was when I just think that, okay, I think the sellers are getting into trade right now, and I just need to align myself with the smart money right now. So this is the trade idea. And also, before I forget, I actually document this trade. Okay, I document this trade, and I just want you to see it as well, so that you know that this is how I do every time that I want to take the trade. And for some time now, I've not been really faithful to my trading journal. I've not been faithful to it, but I believe that I'm helped. Okay, so but before that open, I think I just want to believe that you understand this trade idea. Okay, so we are hoping for the best right now. Okay, I've already built my trade idea. All my confluences as aligned with the chart that I'm looking in front of me. So I'm just expecting price to be faithful to me, which I believe that I have that strong belief that price is going to reverse. I mean, price is going to reverse to the downside. It's just a matter of time. It may take 2 hours, it may take 4 hours, it may take 6 hours. I don't care. But if price didn't get to this level right there, I'm not going to take my profits. Okay, so this is where I want to take my profits. Or probably, in fact, there are so much liquidity below here. In fact, so much liquidity down here. You can see there are so many liquidity right there. Okay, this is another double low right there. So potentially I can simply target this low. Okay, I can simply target this low somewhere around there, so let's just see how this trade is going to play out. So I'm just going to see you very soon. Okay, all right, traders, so right now I'm in a little bit of drawdown, and as you can see that price is already approaching my stop loss zone. All right, so well, one thing is that I'm not really surprised. Okay, I'm not surprised that price is reacting like this, because I said it earlier that I'm expecting price to probably come and retest this 5-minute supply zone. So this is what I have actually been expecting price to do for the past couple of hours right now, and seeing price doing this now, I'm not really surprised. And also I said that I'm expecting price to probably come and sweep this liquidity above here before the major move starts. So, and right now I'm in a little bit of drawdown, but I'm still trusting my edge. That this is going to be a profitable trade. All right, so, and one thing that I want you to actually see in this trade is that since we have this market shift around here, this is the zone at which I'm expecting price to actually reverse. Okay, this is the zone I'm expecting price to actually reverse. So peradventure, if price, I just know that price is going to reverse. Like, I have this feeling that price is going to reverse at this zone, because based on my trading experience, this is how price usually reacts. Okay, and another thing that I don't want to forget to say is that I want you to see this, because some traders, this is the mistake that they usually make. Because I enter this trade at this zone doesn't mean that I should place my stop loss above here. Just imagine that if I had placed my stop loss above here, okay, I would have gotten stopped out by this little candle right there. But I didn't do that because I have to actually, because trading is a probability, so I just have to actually give my stop loss a little breathing room, because this is the 15-minute supply zone, right? Since we have a supply zone around there, that is why I place my stop loss above this this supply zone that price broke this break of structure. That is why I put my stop loss above there. And another thing is that I didn't over leverage. That is one thing that I want you to understand. I did not over leverage, because if you have been watching my videos, I usually say that my minimum risk is $15 trading the gold market, and my maximum risk is around $20. And looking at this trade right now, how much am I risking? I'm risking $22. That is still bearable based on my account right now. I'm risking only $22. So this is, on normal ground I should risk $20, right? So, and in fact, if I want to risk $20, it would be around at the top here. But I just felt like, okay, price might actually come all the way up here. I just felt like price might come all the way up here, so I just want to be on the safer side. That is why I set my stop loss at this zone. Okay, so this is something that I just want you to understand, because I know that you might have been viewing that, okay, this my stop loss position is too wide. But one thing is that my stop loss is not wide, because on a normal ground, on a normal ground, I am supposed to enter this trade around this 5-minute supply zone. So this is network. I'm very sorry about that. So I'm supposed to enter this trade at this 5-minute supply zone. This is where I am supposed to have entered the trade. Okay, but it's just what it is. That is trading. It is what it is, because even though I entered the trade around here, I'm just going to keep hoping for the best, because I know that I trade based on my trading plan. That is the most important thing, that is very, very important to me, because I just know that, okay, since I have applied my good risk management, then I'm going to have this faith that price is going to react based on my trading plan. And even if it did not react, it is the market. I'm not in control of the market, but I'm hoping for the best. I'm not hoping for less. So let us just see how this is. In fact, I just wish that I should wait to see how price is going to react at this zone. Okay, one thing that I'm going to that is going to trigger this trade to be, in fact, this liquidity has been swept by this candle. If you look at it very well, this liquidity has been swept already. And hold on. So can you see this liquidity? You can see that it has already been swept already. It has been swept already by this candle. Okay, this red candle, it has been swept. It has swept all the stop loss above here. So I'm expecting price to actually, hold on, let me just no. So let me just adjust this a little bit. So I'm expecting price to come and break this low. Okay, I'm expecting price to come and break this low here. Yeah, so that is the reaction. I mean, with a very strong candle, I'm expecting price to come and break this low. So it's going to be more like a break of structure. Yeah, a break of structure to the downside, because right now you can see how price is reacting. Price created probably a break of structure. Yes, price created a break of structure here. So potentially I'm expecting price to come and break this low, because this is our higher high, higher low. Price has created another higher high. Then I'm expecting price to sweep this low. Okay, so if price sweep that low, I'm telling you, the sell momentum is going to be strong. It's going to be strong. So I just wish that I should just wait to see how price is going to react right there. So I think I should just say something about my trading journey. Okay, so, and one thing that I want to say is that trading is a great skill if you actually learn how it actually works. Yeah, it is a great skill. One thing is that, I can say that I'm still in the early stage of my trading career, but based on the things that I have learned about trading, and I've seen a lot of people um, have financial freedom with trading. Okay, and I have a mentor that I usually follow on YouTube right there, that actually inspire me a lot about this trading. And aside from that, I know that trading is a high income skill. This is something that people don't usually say talk about, because trading is a high income skill. I know that trading is a high income skill, and I just know that if it is learned, like if you learn it very well, it's going to pay off. One thing that most people do, most beginners do, is that they just think that forex market is something that they can start today and make profit in the next 1 month. Like they are going to have financial freedom in the next 1 month. Even my mentor Brad Go is not does he does not have this huge money. He does not have this first million in the first year. Okay, so that is the mindset that actually that people usually have, that okay, they want to make quick money in the forex market, and by that they lose most of their money. Okay, so, and this is something that I have also realized, that trading actually depend on mindset. Okay, it depends on your approach to it. If you want to make money in trading, you need to actually have a long-term mindset for trading, because if you don't have a long-term mindset for trading, then you are going to be chasing fast money, and there is no fast money in forex trading. Okay, so I just think that that is what actually differentiates profitable trader from unprofitable trader. It is about mindset. So those that actually have a long-term mindset for trading, what they actually do is that, since they have long-term mindset for it, they ensure that they learn a working they learn a right trading system that can actually pay off, that can actually work in a long period of time in the market. Because most people think that okay, the market is based on support and resistance, chart patterns and all of that, but it is not. Because based on my experience, I know that I've also implemented support and resistance. I have implemented RSI. I have implemented moving averages, and I've seen that it is very, very complicated. So when I got exposed into a breaking point in my trading journey, I had to force myself, because I just have to force myself that okay, I want to learn the right trading system. And glory to God that God bring to my way the trading gig. Okay, God brings to my way the trading gig, and from there I've been learning about how the system, how the forex market actually work. So ever since then I've been learning, and this year now I've realized profit in the market, even though I've not realized $1,000 profit or $1 million profit. I just know inside of me that this trading system that I have learned, I'm going to ensure that anytime that I'm going to trade, I'm going to follow my trading plan religiously. So that is something that I actually believe in, that I know that if by God's grace, as God is directing me, that okay, I am learning to control my emotion, I'm staying disciplined, I'm not taking impulsive trade. Okay, so I know that like everything is just going to work out. It is just a matter of time. Okay, it is just a matter of time. So trading is not, so if anybody asks me that okay, is trading easy or is it hard, what I would say to that person is that trading is not hard. Because I know that if I say that trading is hard, this mindset will start to tell them that you should not do it too. But based on this trading system that I learned, I know that trading is not hard if one actually learn this skill. And one thing that actually differentiates profitable traders to unprofitable traders is that even people that they are beginning in this forex trading journey is more like you are learning a particular skill. Like in your fellow kọ́ṣẹ́, you want to learn a particular skill. Okay, it is not the day that you start learning a skill that you start making money with that skill. There is a time for learning, there is a time for implementation, and there is a time for executing what you have learned. And this is something that most people don't do. And that is something that I promised myself this year, that I'm going to start my live account, which I have started for about 2 months now or 3 months, and I'm going to, regardless of how I'm going to feel or anything, okay, in so much that I'm not going to let my emotion to control my decision making. I'm going to ensure that I follow my trading plan religiously. I ensure that I document my trade. I ensure that when I see my setup, probably in the New York session or London session, I'm going to take the trade. So far, the market presents itself to me that I'm not the one chasing the market up and down. So really, that is something that has been helping me for some time right now, and I just feel like, okay, I should share it with you, and I just hope that this is actually helpful to you. Okay, so traders, right now, what can we see in the market? So I think that price wants to actually sweep all this liquidity we are seeing above here. Okay, so I believe that that is what price wants to do, and price might actually come all the way up here. It might come all the way up here, but let's just see how this is going to play out. And looking at 5 minutes right now, you will see that the buying momentum is actually getting smaller and smaller. Okay, the buying momentum is not really sharp like that, but I just know that when price actually sweep this liquidity, it is like a fuel. Okay, let me just say it like that. It is like a fuel that if price didn't sweep liquidity, price will not move in its right direction. That is the easiest explanation that I can give to you. That is all about liquidity, because price move when it sweep liquidity. Price move when it have a fuel for its movement. Okay, so right now that is you learning liquidity concept, because above here you are going to see that there are a lot of double eyes around here, and I just know that, okay, this is what price wants to actually do. Okay, because when price actually created this market shift right there, okay, I expect price to actually, probably when it was consolidating around this zone, I expect price to actually sweep this liquidity and push to the downside, but price didn't actually do that. Okay, because sometimes price doesn't sweep liquidities first. Price sometimes firstly created a market shift, and after that it will sweep liquidity. Then after it sweep those liquidity, then it will continue the movement to the either downside or to the upside. Okay, so this is something that I have understand, and as price is actually reacting right now, I just want it to react, like, because I understand what is actually happening right now. So it is one thing that, okay, you understand how price is reacting, you understand what is going on in the market right now, and that you don't understand at all, and that you are just trading based on your impulses. Okay, so even though I am in a drawdown right now, like I'm in a drawdown, but that doesn't mean that I should exit this trade, because I just trust my trading plan. In fact, if price, like, even if price come all the way up here and it take me out, I'm not going to exit this trade, because I did not over leverage this risk. Like, I did not over leverage this trade. I ensure that I'm trading based on my risk management and based on my trading plan. So let's just see how this is going. Like, I just wish that I want to see how price is going to react at this zone, because I just know that when price sweep this liquidity, there's going to be a movement. Like, there's going to be a movement. So I just hope that I just know that this is going to be a sell trade. Like, I know that. So let us see how this is going to play out. Okay, so let's see this. Alright traders, so you're welcome back to this. So quickly, you can see that price has really deep into my stop loss zone. In fact, this candle almost take me out. Okay. This candle almost take me out, and sincerely, omo. When I see this candle, okay, so when I see this candle, I was like, man, price is almost getting to my stop loss. But one thing is that up until now, I have not exit this trade. I have not exit this trade, and the reason is because, as I said earlier, I just know that this trade is going to play out. Yeah, I know that this trade is going to play out, and I'm just going to stay by what I believe. Okay, so I've disciplined myself to the extent that when I set my stop loss, okay, I have learned to that when I make a loss in the market, it will not be attached to my emotion. I mean, I don't attach my results to, I mean, alright traders, so right now you can see that price has already tapped into my stop loss zone. This is unbelievable. And one thing that actually surprised me is that this candle almost take me out. It almost take me out, really. And I was like, man, I was even contemplating that, okay, should I just exit this trade once and for all? I don't know. I don't know, but one thing is that I just believe this. But the understanding about what price is currently doing is that you can see that price actually sweep liquidity here. It also sweep liquidity here. Okay, so the understanding is that price has not really seen enough of liquidity to push the price down. Okay, and if you look towards the left hand side, so let me just make use of this, you are going to see that there is a double top here. Okay, there is a double top here whereby this particular candle has already swept. Okay, so can you see that this candle actually sweep all this liquidity? Like there is a stop loss above here and there is a stop loss above here. Okay, so that is what price simply did. Okay, so that is the understanding. So far I know how price is reacting. I mean, so far price is actually showing me how it is reacting in this trade. That doesn't say that I should just exit the trade. Okay, so and another thing is that the reason why I entered around this zone in the afternoon is that, I'm sorry, it's because there's no light right now. That's why you are not seeing my face. Okay, so the reason why I enter around this zone is that, okay, I just felt like price was actually respecting this fair value gap, but unfortunately that is not what price is actually doing in the afternoon. So but I'm just going to stay true to this trade. I mean, price has really moved drastically to my stop loss zone, and currently, even if you want to analyze this, okay, even if you want to analyze this, so price simply make higher highs, higher highs, right, and higher low, right. So even if price wants to continue this upward movement with this trend that is here, is how price should have actually break this high. But currently, I think that price has already started this selling momentum because price has actually refused to go to the upside, and from here price has been struggling to move to the upside again. And with this selling momentum that I'm seeing here, I'm just going to hope that price break this low. Okay, so if price break this low, then traders, we are winning. We are winning. In fact, right now I'm still winning. I'm still winning. I'm still on this trade. So I'm not, until I see the result, either until I see the result, which is going to be a win trade. I just know that. I just know that. So let us see how this is going to react through tomorrow morning. All right. So I'm going to see you. Traders, how can this happen? Damn. Look at this trade, man. This trade finally took me out. It took me out and it begins the movement to my direction, man. Like, I don't know how to say this. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say now, because this trade is kind of like, I can't believe this. I don't want to believe this. Damn. I knew that this is a sell trade. I knew it yesterday. I knew it. But then just look at how price simply took me out. Simply, like, it just got to my stop loss directly and it starts to move downward aggressively. You can imagine this. Then really, this is something that I'm still building my discipline in regarding having a loss like this, really. Because truth to be told, sometimes I don't feel happy when I have a loss in the market. Yeah, like I don't feel happy when I have a loss. So, but the thing is, it is what it is, because when we have a loss, I know that it is a call to actually refine my strategy. Okay, that is the understanding that I have. And having a loss doesn't mean that, okay, since I have a loss yesterday and that today I'm not going to make a profit. Okay, so it just, this month is still fresh. Like, this month is still fresh, and I'm starting this month with with a loss. With a loss, even though I have this strong belief that this is going to be a sell trade. But my stop loss positioning is like, and there is enough breathing room for this trade. Really, there's enough breathing room. You can see this 15-minute supply zone. 15-minute supply zone. I don't expect price to really dip. In fact, price has already dipped into this into this zone already with this candle. So with this candle, I just expect that, okay, price will reverse. But really, looking at this now, even if I adjusted my stop loss a little bit higher, and that will mean that I'll be risking about, man, and this is not a really clear difference, because this is about $22 right there, and if I adjust, move it up a little bit, it's going to be plus of $2. That will be $24. So if my stop loss is around this area, price will not have tagged me out. Reading, man. So this is what it is, man. This is what it means to be a trader, because I can't just hide these feelings that my trade idea is correct, but my stop loss positioning, actually, the market simply take me out. Like, so I will not stop believing. I will not stop executing my trading plan. This one that has happened right now, I know that it is a call to me. Okay, being that tomorrow is yesterday is Monday, right? So even though if I want to be trading on Monday right now, I know what to look out for. Like, I know what to look out for. I just believe, okay, this trade actually teach me a lesson, and I just have to heed to that lesson. Okay, so lady, this is what it is. I lose about $23. $23, man. $23. So it is what it is. I'm fine with it. So we continue to take a trade today. So when it is New York session in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, I'm going to prepare myself ahead of the market, so that I can see how price is reacting in the afternoon, and thereby I'm going to execute my trade idea. So traders, it is. Okay, So I'm going to see you next. I just hope that you are also learning, because you see, really, I'm not I'm not happy with this. So $23. In fact, if my stop loss has been, probably I enter at this zone. Okay, probably I enter at this zone and my stop loss is above here, I would have been risking about $10 right there. And current where price is currently now, I would have been making about almost $40. But it is what it is. So we continue to execute our trade. So that is what, this is how, when you are learning to be an independent trader on your own and not depending on signal, this is the feeling that you have. And you can see it in my eyes that this is the feeling. So that is what it is. So I'm going to see you in the afternoon.